Alright guys, so this video is going to be going back, technically I don't know if you want to go back or go forward. I'm going to use March of 2012, which is next year, because that's what Donnie opened up with his video yesterday, and saying that, you know, he debunked me and the label doesn't show up and blah 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 blah. Okay, I've already shown you guys for the month of December how the label appears and then disappears. I kind of put that in also the video titled label and moon flip. I kind of explained it as well, but I'm going to explain it here using the month he did. Now keep in mind, I'm going to bring over here, this is March 2012 for the northern hemisphere. These are all the phases of the moon that you're going to see on this month. The day that he showed in his video is the day of new moon. If you people don't understand new moon, I explained that in the moon phase and what are they video, my first video today. New moon is when the moon is between the earth and the sunlight. Okay, we don't see the moon. Okay, full moon is when it's on the opposite side. The reason why we can see that is because the moon is slightly higher than the earth and the sunlight gets to it. That is also explained down here. I gave the links in the moon phase video. You guys can go read it and understand it a little bit better. Okay, let's bring this back over here and let's go to 2012 March 22nd. It is set to my area, but to be as accurate as I can, let's get the area Donnie uses in his Stellarium video. Okay, San Francisco, California, altitude of 38. Okay, we can see that the label was there and now it's not there. We're going to do a backup. We're going to go to field of view 60 degrees. There's the black dot here. It's not on the sun. And we can select it and you can see information here. It is moon, even though there is no label on it, indicating without selecting it. Let's say we have the sun selected. Ooh, I wonder what that object is. It doesn't have a label. It's the moon. When you zoom in, the label appears. When you zoom out, disappears. Zoom out all the way, disappears. Zoom in, it appears. Again, like I said, the reason why he's saying labels appear and disappear is beyond me. I don't get what he's trying to get at, but I'm going to explain to you guys. I did it in the December video and I'm going to do it with this video. Okay? Same way I did in the December video. Moon is selected. We're going to go to the beginning of the month. March 1st. Okay? And we're going to set it so that the moon is the center of the screen. It's always going to be centered on this object. Let's fast forward. Label. 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 I'm gonna get so sick and tired of saying the word label. And we're gonna go straight out to the end of the month, and then I'll backtrack. I'll rewind it. Keep an eye on the moon and the label. This is making me dizzy. If it's making you guys dizzy, I'm sorry. Just trying to prove a point. And like I always say, I encourage all of you, please download Stellarium, play with it. That sounds so wrong. And take a look at it. Okay, see what you see what you find. But don't make ridiculous accusations that labels are disappearing and appearing, and the person making videos, meaning me, is stupid because they appear and disappear. Okay, here we are, March 11th, 2012. This is taking forever. I know if I go this fast, it's just gonna be annoying. So I guess we just have to deal with it. We're getting close to the new moon phase when the moon is between the sun and the earth. In the field of view, meaning that the light is hitting the other side of the moon. We just can't see it. Okay. March 20th. I'm gonna bring up the moon calendar. March 21st. March 22nd. It is now in full new moon phase. Okay. Same way I did in the December video. I'm going to bring it back so you guys can see the movement of the moon. Okay. Now, pay attention to the label. You see how the label is showing up and not showing up? Now it's showing up. I'll go into that. Don't worry. Just want to play it through to the end of the month. We're approaching the end of the month. I'm glad I have a little bit of extra time here before 3 o'clock my time. I can make these videos in peace and quiet, kind of, because my birds are always in the background. Getting close to the end of the month here. This is the 30th. Label is full on. 31st. Label is full on. Okay, now it's April. Now let's go back here. Maybe we gotta do it that way. I'm gonna go back here to the 22nd. Okay. We're gonna go forward a bit. Okay. No label. You can zoom in and the label appears. The whole time I've had the moon selected. All the information for it has been here. Now, once again, this is from the location Donnie uses in his Stellarium, San Francisco, California. Okay? Little red arrow. I'm going to do how I did in the December video. I'm going to take off ground. We're going to go to 60 degrees field of view. Okay? Now you can see that there's no ground. Okay? There's nothing besides the sun and the moon. Okay, let's center it back on the moon. 60 degrees field of view, and let's fast forward. Pay attention to the movement of the moon relative to the sun. Going below the horizon, this is where the ground would show up, but there's no ground. Now, pay attention to the movement. See, it's kind of going back towards the left. Okay. That's going to come up here on the horizon in a minute. Here we go. Dawn. See how the label disappeared now during the day? But if we zoom in, it appears. Back to 60 throughout the day. Okay, we're going to turn ground back on. We're going to stop this. We're going to go in reverse. No label. Okay. And advance. Let's see when the label appears. Once again, field of view remains at 60 degrees, and there's the label. You can play this out. I already did. Okay, you could do this with every single month. When it's a new moon phase or close to it, whether approaching or releasing from new moon phase, the label won't be there. It'll appear, it'll not appear, it'll disappear, it'll do that throughout. It changes every month of days, locations, moon phases. As far as new moon doesn't always happen at the same part of what's the word I'm looking for? The same field of view every month. It changes. That's why we don't always have eclipses, whether solar or lunar. There's partials, there's this, there's that, because it's always different every month throughout the year. So this is the label video for March, where he's saying he debunked me and I'm an idiot and I'm stupid because the label appears. And keep in mind also that he rarely uses the zoom in feature with Stellarium. I think he did, okay, but he uses more the zoom feature on his screen capture software. Oops, too far. Next, I'm going to show you, I guess I'll use, I'll use September of this year, so you can see how the moon supposedly flips. Okay?